You're nailing it then.
Okay. Cool.
So if you're a Critical Role fan and you're playing a Goliath fighter or a Goliath barbarian, I think you're a lot. You're
Okay, thank you.
I mean, you're a crit role fan person, and it's something different altogether.
Okay.
But not knowing much about Critical Role and playing that character.
It's a freeze-dried haiku.
Okay. I just, strength and cons, so I was like, all right, this looks great.
Dave,
your name is
like
Dylan, right?
Skittles?
Your name is Dylan. Yeah.
Okay.
Skittles, Dave.
What the hell is that?
Freeze-dried Skittles.
Freeze-dried Skittles?
Try it. She makes it. It's like the old.
Like classic Skittles, or are these like sour Skittles?
No, classics. You
Skittle.
got it.
Have you ever had Crazy Core Skittles, the greatest Skittle ever invented?
No.
No longer available.
Would you like one of these? No, I'm gonna go search for them.
That is spectacular.
Yeah.
That is truly.
It's such a unique thing.
Oh.
Wait, you make these?
Yeah.
This is like a home business? You're Etsy or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do we order freeze-dried Skittles?
You tell me what you want, and then I bring it the next time.
I want freeze-dried Skittles. Those are fantastic.
I got $5 bags and $10 bags.
I need a $10 bag.
As you know, in the past,
I call it a dime bag.
Yeah, there it is.
How are we doing the ability score?
Well, however you want. Oh, rolling them.
She's got 46, man, so I vote go for the rolls. Be daring. I don't know if you've ever rolled stats before. It doesn't go well. So you have
goes bad.
So generally we use standard array, and in Adventure League, which is what we're playing, you have to use standard array.
Okay.
But if you're an old school gamer, you like to roll your stats with 3d6 like a man. No one in the real world does that. You roll 4d6 and drop the lowest die.
Now that's the one.
Now here are the only rules. So you get to do either two strategies. Either you roll them in order and get one re-roll, or you roll them and then assign them as you see fit. So like you're going to be a fighter, right? So you want high strength fighter, right? So you roll your 46, you get a 9. You take the 9, you roll the rest of them, and then you can go back and re-roll the 9. Or you roll all 6 of them and then assign the highest one to strength.
Okay.
Do you understand the strategies?
Yeah, roll all 6.
Nope.
Yeah, you got to roll all 6 and assign.
Okay.
Roll 3d6 and assign them. 3d6 in order. You'll have ultimate. I mean, everyone will respect the hell out of you. It's a very bold way to roll a character, and it doesn't go well.
Well, it can do. I actually rolled and I got really good. I got 2 18s.
Did you really?
Yeah, but I got 1 6.
Did you roll the 3d6 or 4d6 drop one?
Drop.
Yeah, 4d6 drop one. I've never seen anyone do 3d6. It's too risky.
And what do people do nowadays? They do the 4d4s or something. Mm-hmm.
Roll stats with 4d4s. Because 16 is the highest.
5d4s.
Everyone does standard array.
No, I do point by, right? No. Standard array with the point by.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Is this your new character?
Yeah.
Oh, those are your stats. You rolled your stats.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got the pathetic strength of 6, but
yeah, but in a mage, who cares? And that's fine.
Actually,
wait, no, he's a warlock.
No, actually, this one's a arcane trickster, a necromancer.
This is not Nom. Who are you playing?
I think today's the 18th.
Zezel.
Yes, today is the 18th.
Zezel. The level 3 arcane trickster, rogue, and level 5
what is it, Dylan? Why can't you just play a normal character, man? What is going on with all this multi-class and craziness? Did you want to play some Dungeons and Dragons, young man? He's getting Pokemon cards, isn't he?
You want me to play
anything good so far?
I'm just the sorter. So.
Yes, good job, Dad. Battling it out old school. Do you know about the champion packs? So there's an annual tournament of this game. And at Target, they sell packs of the winning decks from the tournament, like the top 4 decks. They're not, the cards are special cards, so you can't play them in competitive play, but if he's just playing at home with his friends, he'll have the best deck at school. So tell me again your character's name?
Zezel, I can...
Zezel. Z-E-Z-E-L.
Uh-huh.
And you're a what?
Level 3 rogue, level 5 wizard. I can do a full wizard if you want.
Rogue wizard.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Should I do a
Josh has got a human fighter. Or no, Goliath fighter.
18. Oh, that's nice.
Who is Shorelock? You're a Sorlock.
That's one of the characters I made. Yeah, it's incomplete.
2 more.
Amy, does your character? You're a cleric, human cleric.
15.
Yes.
Which one? You have Sorlock, you have Drew. You
Julian, have you
Frankie,
named your character yet?
Yeah, I've got a lot.
Yeah, I was just gonna go with Castile.
You
Castile.
have Greedy Shadow. Or you have Tom
K-A-S-T-O.
Zazel.
I think I was gonna Castile.
Let's clean this
Kind
up.
of
I'm
like
deactivating
in
this
Supernatural.
K-A-S-T-E-L.
Oh no, it's Castiel.
Castiel. And it's from what show?
Supernatural.
The TV show Supernatural. I don't watch that show. My sister-in-law watches those. She says it's great. Kind of X-Files-y, right? Isn't that?
Kind of, and then went on for like 15 seasons. A little too long.
How
but
many?
15. And they
That's
kinda,
too much. I can't.
Adjusted, yeah.
I don't have 15 seasons. I mean, I think Expanse went on too long. I don't have that many seasons of anything.
How long is the Expanse?
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, get ready, dude. Get ready. That show is shockingly good the first time you see it. Like, shockingly good. It's space drama, space opera, Earth, Mars, the Belters.
I saw a commercial for it one time.
Yeah, it's really
Solid.
good. It's good.
Are these little minis?
Yeah, you gotta have a mini. Do you not have a mini for Castile? He's got some bonus minis. Melissa, what do you got going?
Oh yeah, I'm Scarlet and I'm an elf fighter.
Classic.
Do I need to use my pure wizard?
How can I help you?
Do you need a pure wizard? No, you're
This
good.
guy is freaking
Okay, so
awesome.
I can use this. Okay.
You're a cleric?
Could this be my...
First one is wisdom.
Wisdom.
First one is
Always drop it into
character,
wisdom.
but you can use it.
Really?
You can use whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
And
this
what
kind of
race
looks more
are you?
like
So
my
that-
character. right?
Dragonborn?
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn, perfect. Go on.
It's like a woodland person.
Oh, it is.
Dragonborn cleric?
Yeah.
And people say
Bold.
weapons.
I like dwarven clerics.
Oh yeah.
That's what I recommended, but you know what?
You can
She
choose
wants to
whatever
play that
though.
way.
No,
Doesn't matter what
Dragonborn's
it
fine.
We on our last campaign, which we went to hell, we all played Dragonborn Paladins.
Is it alright if I use this character?
It didn't work out with bird names.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
Remember, I was like Falcon, and you were
Okay.
like, well, he was a bard pretending to be a paladin. That didn't work out.
I was definitely
This
a
is your
paladin.
equipment.
Oh, yeah. Sword, spike.
Javelin.
Charisma is your
A
second.
javelin is like a spear.
That was one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah,
That
5 of
campaign?
those.
Yeah, I liked it.
Really?
And then I'm playing Wretched.
You heavy.
Strength. So you
Splint
put 15
mail.
in strength.
Next
Shield.
one is
Engineer's
strength's
pack.
good. Constitution's another good
So
one.
shield. A warhorse.
Constitution's good because it helps your hit
Wait,
points.
what?
I have a warhorse. That is freaking badass.
Oh, do I need one of those?
So you're riding on a warhorse?
Is that yeah?
Yeah, dude.
Need one of what?
Do I have
It's
one?
what you're making right now.
Yeah.
They,
I don't.
No.
they got pre-generated. You can go see Ryan and get a pre-generated 8th level character, which will have more hit points, more armor class, and will have all the math taken care of you. If you want it, it might be quicker than building one now. If you want to just go
I mean,
ask
I
him for
took
human
notes, I
feeder.
might as well just do it this
All right.
No, that's fine. I think he's got his character on the pad there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So as a Dragonborn, you get +2 to strength. So what did you have on the dice?
15.
So that's now a 17.
Okay.
And your charisma is increased by
Uh-oh.
1.
Do you want to scoot over one so they can sit
So-
together?
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
We'll
sure.
get to that bottom story. We're not quite there.
Okay.
I saw you did the +1. Just do that. I know we're getting
Taking
there.
notes.
You're doing fantastic.
Can I
It's +2.
Oh, okay.
How's acting?
You just said
Good.
Good.
I'm gonna use this
Got
one.
2 more classes. He's done for the year.
Is it
Oh, is that you?
Really?
Yeah. That also might be good for the. Do they have minis? That might be good for the Goliath fighter
Oh,
too,
you know,
though.
Probably.
It might be good. I don't know. Is there a good Goliath?
Oh, look, it's Butcher.
We're getting minis.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, has nothing
She
happened to the
needs. I
game
don't know if we
yet,
got
or-
any. No, we're still setting up.
Is anybody using this one?
No, that's
Also,
that's a sassy mini, man. That is one sassy.
Dexterity, intelligence, and charisma.
Yeah, he just looks very prim and proper, man. He looks like a proper courtier kind of
I
guy.
guess I'm right because
What are you're an elf, right? No, you're an elf.
Yeah,
There you go,
I'm the
14.
human fighter.
Yeah, I like the saucy courtier looking guy. That was good. No, that's dwarf.
oh,
Yeah, I like that one.
What's the
That's
last
good.
one you
That's
have
cool.
there?
It looks like a human
Do you
fighter.
have a mini?
Last
Oh,
one
yeah,
was
I already got
intelligence.
it.
Dude.
Now, what
Chad,
kind of
we're in luck.
Dragonborn are you?
Amy, one of our
What
new
colors?
players, makes
You can
dehydrated
black, blue,
candy as a
brass,
snack.
bronze, copper, gold,
didn't
red,
know that.
red,
Yeah,
white.
she's got dehydrated Skittles
I was
somewhere
like,
on
the
the
ice
table.
one.
They're like crack cocaine.
So that's silver.
I
or
recommend
white?
them
It's
highly.
either silver or
They're
white.
very, very good.
You
I
wanna do what?
believe it's that one right there.
And that's,
Those
it will also
look like
have
Skittles,
a,
man. That looks like something else. Those look like
a breath
M&Ms.
So being a Dragonborn, you can breathe like a limited.
It's interesting,
ice
huh?
Cold.
Oh, no,
You have
I
really
finally
cold
named
breath.
my pseudo dragon, by the way.
And it's
What's
a-
the name of the
just write this
pseudo
down,
dragon?
15 foot
Hang?
cone.
King.
King the pseudo dragon? That's awesome.
On that
Why
it,
is that?
It knocked
on the
out the
left,
rock
right
with its venom, so I thought it deserved a name finally.
Okay,
You guys killed the rock.
Sorry.
That took
It's
an
a
entire night. Did you do
15-foot
anything
cone.
else?
Yeah, that was.
Just say 15 foot cone. And I'll
At least we're
describe
not
it
in the
to you when you do
hallway.
your
That
breath.
hallway was not fun.
And then
Yeah.
being
I mean, it's not- it wasn't as bad as the Durgar.
3d6.
The Durgar was 6 weeks.
Nothing was as bad as the
So
Durgar.
that you take 3 d6s here and roll
Oh my
it.
gosh. My phone is gonna die. I'm gonna go see if I got
Okay.
it. Brian, do you have an iPhone charger?
I do not with me.
I gotta start.
I'm gonna go see if I got one in the car.
I might have one.
There's a lot. We got it.
I gotta start learning the dice alone.
I just did college school with my son.
That's a really good place to start. Now you're a cleric, right?
I'm reading it right now.
So there's some things I want you to write down as a cleric.
Santa Cruz, so
I- we
beautiful.
Your spells, right?
I have spells.
What are your spells?
Oh, the trash
have-
bag. You want me to bring the trash bag?
Or can I just take that? Sorry. What do I have? Cure wands and healing ward.
Perfect. Right. So
Just made a level 1. We didn't know what.
that's fine.
Okay.
Dude, this is my favorite thing in the whole world.
All right.
Alright,
Cool, man.
hey, if you'll walk me through it, that's even better.
And I've been working with Dylan on his 20 different types of characters he's trying to build right now. So some of the good stuff for clerics to have, now there's cantrip, and then one first level spells, second level spells, third level spells, right? Cantrips you can cast at any time. And some of the good ones, I would write this down for you. Write down guidance, sacred flame,
I have that.
perfect. Toll the Dead is another good one.
Forgot an A. Where did we go? Okay.
Now you have some first level spells.
Plus you have to add your ability
We're just waiting right now,
for
so it's not like
your level, right?
for everything.
For spells?
Just for her level in general. Doesn't she
Yeah,
get
I know.
ability scores?
Yeah, she get.
We're getting there.
Let's get the first level
Yeah,
then.
no,
and then we'll kinda go there.
Just, I'm all over the place too.
Yeah. So leveling up's one thing, but we're getting you your basic stuff right now. So you got those spells right there.
Can we have more spells than what's on the page?
Your character's already created, so that's pretty set.
Okay.
Do you have the 8th level?
Yes.
You're a fighter, so you're really just gonna run into hit.
Yeah, she has spells
I
though.
have spells too.
Oh, okay. Like Eldritch, I think.
I think I'm in Eldritch.
Yeah.
You're an Eldritch. So, and then also write down light as cantrips. Those are your cantrips.
Okay.
Now your first level spells. At 8th level, you're gonna have write down healing word.
I got that.
Do you have cure wounds?
Yes.
Yes.
Bless
Yeah.
and shield of faith is a good one. And those are your first level spells. Second level spells, there's some good ones to have.
Did you sell them on the Power of D&D Beyond yet, Brian?
So there's an application out here called D&D Beyond, where that does a lot of this stuff for you. So I would recommend going home, going on your phone or,
Do you know
or
D&D
computer,
Beyond, Melissa?
and go to
I do.
D&D Beyond.
I don't know if
The
it's
way
So your
Yeah.
second
I'll
level
check it out
spells now,
earlier
some
today.
good ones here
We have
are
do
spiritual
shared
weapon.
books. So if you join our group, you can share books with
Bold
us.
person.
So you don't
Okay.
have to buy all the books.
Oh, cool.
Now, where do I?
Oh yeah.
and
I have
aid.
no idea how we can fit all these people.
I
gotta- we
don't
gotta
know
scooch
if we
in some more?
can.
Yeah, we do.
Spiritual weapon. What was it?
Brian, I'm
sorry.
coming over, man.
Well, the 3 people.
Spiritual weapon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We're a copy power right now.
Spiritual weapon.
Oh boy, combat.
Bold person.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
What that table went down?
Table was
Tons of
down.
people. Careful, careful.
I don't
Bold
even know what
person.
happened last time.
Bold person.
We
These are bomb stuff.
We went to the top. Fought
and 8.
Owl thing, I think.
Rock.
There you go, rock. That's it.
Did I already kill that? Or
Yeah,
did kill that?
we killed it last night or last time.
Yeah.
We won't go there.
Okay.
Not important at this point.
Cool.
We'll eventually get there.
No.
Do I
If you
see
go to
this?
D&D Beyond, it kind of calculates all that for you.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have all the books for
We don't.
Yeah.
Create your character as best as you can.
I don't know. He might have to sit on the other
next
side though.
week, and then when we add you to this campaign,
So what's the
you'll
plan
get all
when
the
we
books that
finish-
we have, and we have
finish
about a
this,
dozen or
campaign?
so.
I'm gonna start running Grime again.
Thank you.
We have.
This is
I'm,
wrong. So, the
uh,
carnival one, right? Carnival.
What is it called? Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
love
we'll
that.
pick that up.
Okay.
But then if we have this many players, we might need to start a second table as well. So
Right.
we'll talk about that next week. Or I don't know how many more weeks of this do we have, Brian?
Good question.
That's
a very good question.
I can't put down.
Oh,
Dave,
boy.
Dave, is he applying all in state?
And then let's get your.
Well, you got accepted. So the acceptance has already gone out. So now you just have to decide where to
Will
go.
we take longer than
Gotta send it
14
directly?
in-game days?
So third
What is
level
it called? Like
spell?
delayed. Like so he couldn't go in this fall, but and he's probably going to go to Davis just because he really liked it there, which surprised me. But he thought
Thank
it
you
was
so much for
great.
the candy.
I mean, nice and open, no
She makes so much. She
traffic.
sells them too.
Yeah.
On the bike riding,
Animate
Big
dead.
bike riding campus.
Those
Big
are
bike
what?
riding.
Spell, animate dead.
way more relaxed than
Dispel
than a
magic.
Wait.
Remove curse. And revivify.
Yeah, we
Spirit
have 10
guardian.
players.
Losers like they could be better.
Oh boy.
What was that?
There's a lot to write.
Oh, yeah, go to the Wi-Fi.
I don't know if those are.
You get spirit guardians.
You know what they are.
Spirit guardians. That's one of the best.
Get the connect it.
And then fourth level, write down banishment. All right.
That's a saving grace spell right there, banishment.
I
That's
think
the next
we're.
level. one.
She's got her spells. We have the fighter
we got too
here.
many damn players again.
I think
here.
we're good.
I
I think we're good to
counted
start.
This ain't gonna be the best.
Hey, thanks for the candy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
God,
Would you like to tell about-
I'm ordering
about
for
the
next
candy a
week,
little
man.
Sure.
Or I can tell them about the
Really
candy.
slow, but
Sure.
extremely fast, like in-game time. It's gonna take
So,
like literally.
If you like this
rounds.
candy, it's freeze-dried normal candy. So this is abnormal candy, but it's different.
Typically, it's not as chewy, but I've had them for a while.
And
Some of them are. Some,
why freeze dry?
I don't
Because it's
know.
delicious.
Because it's
Well, it
good.
is, yeah.
Because it's good.
So I'm gonna go around the table. I want to hear, and we got a group here. Look at this, and we got Kermit back. Hey, Henry, good to see you.
Hi.
So let's was that Henry or Kermit?
Is he talking like Hermit the Frog?
All right, I want to
I'm
hear.
not putting up with that, Brian. We can't have that here.
I want to hear your character name, class, and race. And let's start with Reshif.
My name is David. My character's name is Reshif. Reshif is a very emo Twilight cleric. She has been with this campaign since the beginning and has been nothing but, if not disappointed, by the lack of fishing. I was told that there was going to be some exciting fishing competition, and I've yet to see any fishing.
You rode a whale.
I have ridden a whale, and it was an enlightened whale. I've also battled an enlightened moose, and I think there were
Right.
some other enlightened creatures that I've slaughtered. I feel like I've participated in a lot of wanton killing while being in the Great North.
Yes, that's true.
Yes. My god is the god of suffering and pain.
Hey, so with me.
Okay.
Just to bring that full emo clock into play.
Do you have any accolades? What are
Yeah,
they
I have
called?
quite a few titles if you'd like me to share those.
A couple.
Yeah, hold on just a sec. D&D Beyond.
Is it on there?
Can you write stuff down? I'll put that in the middle.
What?
Oh, can you write stuff down? I'll put the pen in the middle.
You're on slow.
No, okay.
Where are these?
I blame the network.
Where did you put it?
I'm
Notes?
updating the sources. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Cool.
Should I? So Reshif is Order of the Enlightened Moose, Templar of the Red Star Devinal.
Yes.
Manly Mountain Climber.
Exactly.
Hero of Kelvin's Clarn.
That's true. That's true.
Slayer of the Awoken Mammoth.
Yes. I mentioned that.
Lava Leaper, leaped of lava.
I did both.
Wolf Tribe Salvation.
Yes.
Slayer of Cannibals.
Yes.
Liberator of the Ragged Glacier.
Oh, that was important.
Goddess of the North.
Yes.
You were
Yes,
known
I
as
was
goddess?
declared as a goddess at one point by some Durgers, I think. Or not Durgers, they were kobolds? Goblins. In that fortress. Remember we went to the fortress where we got the laser guns?
I was
Yeah, you were here
there.
yet.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
bent
yeah.
laser gun?
Discoverer of the Netheril Upside Down Towner. Saver of the Simulacron.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And let's not forget the robot ruler.
Yeah, no, I have a robot still, I think.
You do actually have a robot.
I have a robot still, so...
With that...
Am I supposed to be using the wizard or the multi-class?
That's up to you, man.
The multi-class. You're using Zezel.
Yeah, whatever.
Zezel.
Yeah. Alright, I guess if I'm using that one, then I'm a level 3 rogue, arcane trickster specifically, and level 5 wizard. The name is Zezel. After a horrible incident in the past, I became obsessed with learning to cast the wish spell, and after obsessive research, I have been both blessed and cursed with a prototype of the Mysium apparatus, I think it was called, and a curse to continuously change. That's in-house reason why my character keeps switching as I learn more about the game.
Awesome. We skipped you, man. Do you want to introduce your character?
Nice.
So, I'm Zip. I'm a Durgar killer, I guess, and
We're all Durgar killers.
We all good. I'm a Dragonborn sorcerer, or actually, I am a Kobold sorcerer.
Kobold sorcerer.
Yes.
And what brings you to the Great North?
Well, I mean, we failed to save 10,000. We just found this giant tower. So I mean, giant tower equals giant prizes.
Got it. Chad, you're up.
I am Chad is my real name, but who cares? My character is Zeke. I'm an 8th level fighter elf. Durgar killer, part of the Lords of Sunblight. I like to use polysyllabic words that convey the impression of great erudition. And as you hear me stumble through those, you can discern that I'm actually a moron.
Good. I'm Shane. My character's name is Thea. I'm a warlock.
What race are you again?
Drow.
Yeah.
And all I have to ask is, will this campaign be going on for more than 14 in-game days?
So 14 weeks?
Sure.
How come? No, I don't think so.
My dragon egg.
Oh, that's right. We'll get to that. I want you to talk about that when I talk about the review from last week.
I have not been here for like.
And what is your character's name?
I am Jerry, and I'm a rogue that is also kind of a bard because he likes to play music. My motivation in life is to find my missing grandma.
Missing grandma.
Which someone may have killed because I think he killed his parents, and I think you didn't mention that this week, did you?
Oh yeah, I killed my family.
There you
go. No, not anymore.
That's normal in Drow society, isn't it? I mean, that
happens.
I mean, I'm not going to judge
Well,
that.
that's why I'll never have kids.
Scarlet!
Hey, I'm an elf
I'm assuming
fighter.
you're still Scarlet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, we have multiple elf fighters? Multiple elf fighters?
She has the same.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Tell me about your character, your name, your race, your class, and something interesting about your character.
Still Scarlet Elf Fighter level 8, and I still haven't really figured out much about my character yet.
Nice.
Look at this, Marco. Look at this table, man. You don't see this everywhere.
This is a motley crew, right?
What do you mean motley crew? These are elite gamers.
And well shaven. Look at this guy.
It's a good haircut.
It's Marco Shaw.
I think this tiny dice speaks for itself when we say this.
And let us not forget you are now officially donned with the title of Rock Killer.
Whoa! I thought
that was
that is all of you.
Oh, everyone's a rock killer.
You weren't here last week.
Dragon is the rock poison.
We have the rock killer, and then the two of you are also rock killers. So I bestow these titles upon you.
I'm alright.
I'm adding pseudo rock killer.
Pseudo rock killer. So best move ever.
Got it.
He crit on that.
No, it was just a normal attack. The rock just crit failed.
The rock crit fail save, and on the crit fail save on a pseudo dragon, you pretty much die.
Up into that
fall asleep
argument
for
with the
an hour.
fire.
We're going to go into that though. I want you to describe that. And welcome.
Thank you. My name's Castiel, and my character is a human fighter, level 8. I had a prominent military background, but just left that for something because I crave something more in life. My personality trait, I can stare down anything. I can stare down a hellhound without flinching. And my flaw is I'd rather eat my armor than admit I'm wrong.
No, you're
You'll
wrong.
fit in well with this group. That's pretty much perfect. That's standard.
Especially this guy.
What is your character's
Oh, no,
name?
Mara.
Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie
What?
Pie?
Oh, wait.
Amy's going with Pinkie Pie?
Yes, very much so.
Pinkie Pie the cleric.
I mean, she's
Oh,
tattooed
that's-
on me.
That is Pinkie Pie. You didn't see the tattoo? It's a Deadpool Pinkie Pie tattoo.
Greatest love story ever written.
Oh my gosh, that's
By
the best.
Deadpool and Spider-Man. So there's that. But I'm a Dragonborn, and I know nothing about my character because I know nothing about D&D. But hey, I'm here.
You breathe
Would you-
cold breath.
I breathe
As a-
ice.
As a cleric, would you like to follow in the path of Cyric the miserable?
Or would
It's
you
a
like
great
be
deity. You'll love it.
fantastic.
You have to be emo. Are you
Pinkie
comfortable?
Pie is more of a energetic.
Yeah, the bronies. Is there any crossover between the bronies and
this
the?
person we're gonna
Pinkie
I-
Pie, emo, I don't know. There are
No.
emo
The spiders.
My
There
Little Pony
are.
servers.
servants.
It's
Servants.
actually Pinkie Pie's sister, Maud. So there's that. She's
Right, but
very
you're not.
emo. But no, I'm the opposite. As
So the Dawn
her
Lord is
family.
probably your god, right? The Dawn Lord. He's the god of sun and light, basically Apollo in the Forgotten Realms. Yeah.
I'm gonna find a deity for you. I have a book with a bunch of deities, but Pinkie Pie needs a deity. It has to be some sort of fey deity.
Oh,
Fae and Farm.
Yeah.
Fae and
Or
Farm.
God of Madness, or... 'cause
Oh
she's
yeah,
got
isn't
crazy
that
all over the
She's in that ball,
Achilles something like that
and
too?
her whole family's
What's
But happy,
Isn't
happy,
it-
joy, joy.
isn't it Ares,
Right.
the god of madness, and
all about
rage,
throwing
too?
parties for everybody. People pleaser.
My name's Josh. My character's name is General Kodiak. He's a Goliath fighter. He left the military for loot and murder.
Yay.
So are you and Castiel aligned in some way? Do you guys have a little backstory that we should know about?
I saw him in the military.
Military bros. So you guys headed up north together.
He wanted something more in life, but he just wants.
I don't know.
And you, of course,
I didn't leave for murder. I left more for a family.
to what?
More for like looking for a family. I
To
feel
get
like,
married and stuff?
Maybe not that, but I don't
We've
know.
got an available drow. She's got a history of slaughtering her family.
No, I'm not really.
The god of madness is Angelania.
So who wants to talk about last week?
Yeah, let's get a recap.
I want to get a recap of maybe over. I'll start with the overview, and then I would like maybe the four of you. The pseudo dragon was the fucking best. But we're in the 10 towns, and the 10 towns have been cast with a coldness and darkness and ongoing blizzard for
Eternal winter.
Eternal winter.
Eternal winter.
Cold, snowy, like more eternal winter than they normally are.
Ruin the fishing season.
Ruin the fishing season. Because you had to ice fish, and who really wants to ice fish?
Minnesotans.
Russians. And Wisconsinites.
I did.
No, I'm more an open boat line fisherman.
And you've come to realize that a deity has kind of cursed this area, and it is Oriel. And you have actually destroyed Oriel, this demigod that had 3 different forms. It had the owl, it had the ice queen, and then the gem that they destroyed all 3 of them. And we're in Oriel's castle right now. It's called Grimskalle.
It looks like Castle Grimskalle. It's a big skull in the middle of a frozen wasteland.
We're at the top of the head.
On the crown.
On the crown.
Killing rocks.
It's already.
I kind of wanted this killing of a rock.
We'll get to that.
Do you know what a rock is?
Dwayne?
Did you see Lord of the Rings?
I called the rock Dwayne, don't get me wrong. I called that bird Dwayne. It's a gigantic bird that
And
wants to
this
murder.
is the name. I'm trying to get a picture of it.
Yeah.
Is my armor class?
Yes, that's very
Yes,
important.
you have chainmail armor.
I have to.
It's the best for a player. You really can't do anything better.
Can't afford plate.
And you can't afford plate. So this is the castle that we're at right now.
Oh, that's you.
And we're actually up at the top. Up at the top is the nest, as you see right there on the map. This is the castle we're all in. And we're actually sitting in the top of the crown, if you see the top of the crown.
Oh, I see. If Frozen was dead, then that's
Right.
what you would make.
And that's exactly what it looks like. You have the Aurora Borealis, it's all mist, it's cold. No, it's
I
fantastic.
want to paint that.
Oh, yeah.
Very
it's,
badly.
Oh, yeah.
Very pretty.
So like there's what you see right there in terms of the, and we're all up at the top. We're all in those stuff right here. And last week, a rock, which is a ginormous bird, like it's just a gargantuan bird, probably about the size of this room, if not bigger, came down. And who wants to talk about what happened and how the rock died?
Okay, so basically, before we actually killed it, the session before, we had this killer frog that could probably two-shot the rock, and I let it fly. But he wasn't here the next session, so we couldn't have that epic battle. Yeah, it really sucks. But instead, so we kept wailing on it, and also I cast web on the nest, so don't go in there, you make it a little sticky. And basically, it tried to fly away at one point, but then my pseudo-dragon stung it, and it just fell out, and we killed it.
Nah, he fell and then he just died.
Yeah.
And this is what a rock looks like. It's seriously just a ginormous bird.
It's not even spelled with the K. It's just R-O-C.
It's ROC.
Yeah.
OG D&D monster.
Yeah.
Like as OG as it gets. Almost as OG as a Rust
I
monster.
forgot how that. Wait, hold up.
Almost.
So, from last time I was here, I had my
Hold that thought. We'll get to it. So, and I think everyone's at the top right now. Is that where we ended it? Killing the rock?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I found a dragon egg.
We
So.
just
Oh, and that's right. And hence, tell us about the dress. Tell us about the loot. Who remembers the loot up here? If not, I can tell you the loot.
I'm sorry, what?
let's see. There was the silvery dragon egg that will hatch in 18 days.
Oh, 18 days, okay.
A 5th level scroll of mass cure wounds.
That's you. Scroll of mass cure wounds.
We also got items from the treasury. I don't have that written down for some reason. The Electrium chain with the bloodstone, which
Electrum chain
yeah,
with the bloodstone.
that's just something to sell for money, I believe, right?
Did you mention the harp?
Huh?
Did you mention the harp?
I did not know.
There's an exotic wood on ivory harp.
That's the elves. The elves get that. Does anyone want it?
I'm gonna know.
I got it.
Take it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Exotic.
we
harp.
also had the sea chest covered with the bird droppings. That's bird poop.
No.
And there was 320 gold pieces of gold ring with a black pearl set into the fixture like a whirlpool, and the scroll of mass cure wounds.
And it was only the scroll that that was magical or in any way, right? Everything is just pretty much for selling, except for the egg.
You can do with it whatever you wish.
I don't remember what I meant by that is does any of the stuff we get have special properties? Stuff we can use? I don't remember.
Maybe.
I remember using the identify ritual spell, so I should know this.
So one of them is just exotic wood. The spell is the only one with special properties.
The what?
Apart from looking beautiful, like that pendant is amazingly gorgeous, and the harp is amazing, and being the harp in the hand of a bard might be extremely special.
Okay. Shouldn't I know more?
God
about
of
that?
food
No.
and shy friendship.
Okay.
Awesome. So what do we want to do now? We are all up here in the top of the nest.
Is there a way I can
Unicorn
know
deity of
what
healing.
gender the silver
That's
dragon is right now? No? Okay, got it.
Ultrasounds weren't invented yet.
Each thing
Dang it.
turn.
Unless you count the identify.
Perhaps if you bring it to
She, her.
an antique specialist in the town,
I'm not
and,
trusting anybody.
and that person happens to be like the personification of a dragon, like the human form of a dragon, that might be able to tell. Maybe.
I already have names picked out, that's why.
Awesome. And the name of your pseudo dragon?
King.
Yeah, what is it? Is it Kane?
King.
King.
King the pseudo dragon.
You should have a
Also within this nest, that is tied up in this nest, are the new characters that you see here tonight.
Oh.
Henry's still in that other world.
Are they half
Oh yeah,
off?
we got to go rescue you from
No.
the plane
Oh.
of desperation or
I'm
wherever
still
you
there.
Oh,
are.
you're still there?
Oh damn!
Oh.
Because I think it's like 90 days. So what are we gonna do?
Brian, we're heading down to the basement to see if we can find our friend Henry, who's gone missing
On the
in
other side.
desperation.
I like the leadership.
I'm just so
Well, where am I? Am I just in the hall?
You're with the party.
You're with us.
You're with them. Henry's the only one that
With the party.
broke the cardinal rule. So you
This
go
is the hallway of
downstairs.
death.
No one told me.
And then we go down the stairs here, right, Brian? We go down. We come down here, then we go down here,
That's right.
and that brings us
That
out
makes
here.
You got
So we're
it.
here. Do
The
we know which one
staircase
went into?
descends. Are you ready?
Yeah. So yeah. No,
So
do
the
the damn thing.
staircase descends right here. Well, actually, let's read them all. You start at the crowned rooftop. The icy crown encircled the fortress. Double. There's these crowned prongs, double as battlements on the rooftop. Each prong of the crown extends like 40 feet above the roof line, and the prongs have 10-foot wide gaps between them. Situated in the middle, as you saw, was the big roc's nest. So you go down to the next level, you take the stairs down, and then you go to the throne room. There was a throne room, it contained wrecked furniture, suggested that it was once used as a frost giant's bedchamber. So you feel like you're very small people walking around very ginormous furniture. Have you ever been, was that MoMA? What was the museum that had the big chairs and the big table? You feel like you were once children.
In LA?
Exactly.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes, but not the really small ones, the middle-sized ones.
Got it.
And are there any like gnomes or halflings or goblins or kobolds? The kobold, you're shorter.
Sorcerer Jet's got a.
It's actually taller for you.
Wait, what?
And you can change your character now. Are you on D&D Beyond?
Yes.
We have a kobold now, so if you want to change the dragonborn to a kobold.
Yes, I
you can.
would. Okay.
And then from there, the throne room. We have to talk about the hallway. So you go into this hallway here. So you come down into the main room and you walk into the hallway. And for the people that were in the nest, how you came here, you were actually adventurers that were trying to fight and destroy the rock. And the rock subdue you. And there was a magic spell, a sleep spell that was cast upon all of you. And I think that's why you were here, was to save this person that you had known had come here before, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright.
You're probably covered in webs. I apologize.
What?
So you come down to this long hallway, and you just see like there was just carnage, just a complete carnage down this hallway. You know, and there is what looks like to be the dead whatever of the demigod. You're not quite certain, but you know the demigod was killed in this hallway. There's a giant corpse of a frost giant that is in this hallway. There are frost. Whatever those are, there's little, what are those called?
Methods?
Methods, thank you. But just complete carnage, battle.
There's zombies. He summoned
There was
that
dead
died.
skeletons on the ground. Just pretty much just carnage down this entire hallway. And I think this is where one of the other party members says we had to fight through incredible odds to defeat the demigod to finally reach the top. And that hallway, you go down the stairs again, and this is where you end up right here.
So wait, you said that's like something like bigger to me since I'm the sorcerer?
So you're in a frost giant castle.
Yes.
And being medium-sized creatures, each and every one of you.
I'm very small.
You're small, I think, as a kobold.
Yes.
But the tables are made for frost giants. The bed that you had saw that was wrecked was made for a frost giant. So you're walking around this stuff, and this stuff is just ginormous furniture, the chairs, the chests, the armoires. All of that is made, and some of it's actually carved out of ice because a frost giant likes to have cold in the middle of the night. So you definitely feel like the scale of this castle, the scale of everything was made for giants, and you were just medium-sized creatures.
I am a very small creature.
And we're looking for a book in this frost giant fortress, a codicil.
That's right. You came up here for two reasons: an orb that tells you about. Neferil, anyone want to talk about that? This lost city. You're trying to find the lost city. And there's two types of artifacts that you need to help you find this lost city.
That's not the Orb of Scans, right?
That is Professor Scant.
Oh.
So we've got the orb.
Then.
We've got the orb. We just don't have the Codicy of White yet.
Okay, what the hell is the Codicy of White? Because
It's a book.
It's a book.
Do we know any info about its whereabouts?
It's in here.
It's in here.
Okay.
It's probably in one of these weird demi-planes that these doors open to that he's been stuck in for the last 60 days.
Do we have to all go in?
No, actually, it's probably been not even a day in game time.
Do we have to all go in one and go through that, and then a ritual happens or whatever? Because that's just from every movie.
That's a really good idea.
Shut up, man. Same team, right? We just walk in there, grab the book, and leave.
So you come
Indiana
down
Jones.
these stairs,
You're legally not allowed to make changes.
and there's a ginormous, I think it's whatever, like 100 by, not 100, whatever, 60 by 60 vaulted chamber in front of you. A 9-foot-high ceiling, railing of sculpted ice hugs the staircase as it descends to this chamber floor, which, like the stairs, is smooth and gleaming. A walrus, as big as an elephant.
The walrus still lives?
Yeah, we never killed
They
him.
never killed him.
Wow.
I'm with you guys too.
Is having a
skating
grand old time, just like skating around this huge. There it is. You know, we got this here, but it's skating around this entire. And you're coming down here, and you're looking at this walrus that is just, you know, you can feel the smile on its face as it's skating around on its belly. You know, sometimes ticking its tusks into the ice to help them make that turn.
Ooh. He doesn't have good teeth. I don't think so.
Doesn't even notice you're there. You feel like you're observing some moment of joy.
Ruin the joy.
I just.
What do we do?
Before we do anything, I want to make a comment. Before we went, before we did all this, I ritual cast to find the my familiar spell. Get a owl for advantage.
Where did you cast it?
Back at.
And what is the rest of the party doing as you wait the 10 minutes to cast that?
Oh yeah, did we take a long rest?
We did. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you all did.
Yeah.
So, what is the rest of the party doing as you cast that?
I don't know. What are you guys doing? Waiting, going?
Are you waiting for him? Are you
Pinkie Pie,
continuing downstairs?
you have an optimistic, positive outlook on life, right? Are you willing to try to engage with this walrus creature and see if it knows where the Codicy of White is?
I don't know. You guys tried to kill it before.
No.
No, we
He
didn't.
No one tried to
snuck
kill
past it and got lost in a demi-plane.
You have no idea where.
So there's these doors around the outside that, as player characters, I know that one of them leads to a demi-plane of being trapped in isolation for a long time, which I don't want to go in. I want the walrus to tell us which one to go in.
Have we checked any of them on the way up?
He checked them and opened one of them,
But you
and
don't
it was
know
the
that.
wrong one. But we don't know which one.
None
it
of
is.
you know this.
We don't know that.
We can roll to check, though. I think, right?
Well, no. Let's
No.
just chalk. Let's see if we can talk to the walrus.
You can try to check.
Well, that's her.
I don't
That's
have
her
a fish.
speciality, right? She's positive.
You want me to talk to the walrus?
Yes.
Okay.
Full Beatles mode.
Does anybody have a fish? That's a good idea. I should
Fish?
feed it.
I can give it scratches.
Maybe the fisher person of this entire one might have
Did I
been.
do some ice fishing on the way up?
Reshif's into fishermen, not fish.
Oh, okay.
She's a groupie for the sports. It's a different
I
thing.
see.
Does she
So you're a
carry it in
fish
her
digger.
sack just in case?
Right. I'm checking here. I don't think so.
I don't suppose.
How do you catch a fisherman, Dave?
Probably with fish.
Is this a Christian thing? Is it like from the Bible?
I don't suppose I could use prestidigitation to conjure a fish.
Oh, absolutely, you could.
All right, I conjure a fish.
Voila. We got a
Fish
fish.
can't make it mad.
Gonna make it mad? Why?
Did we long rest?
We did, yes.
Yeah.
Everyone else did. I don't know. Yes, everyone long rested.
Would it actually make you mad?
No,
It's not a real
food.
fish.
It's food.
I was thinking that.
Is it a real fish?
Instead of hologram.
Well, it better be
It's
real.
a-
I'm not gonna give it a hologram.
It's not illusion.
First level?
Yeah, really piss it off.
I'll take them a fish.
But would it actually feed them?
No, so you throw it a fish.
Yeah.
You actually have a fish. Prestidigitation, strictly speaking, you cannot.
It's illusion.
They can't make one?
No,
Oh.
We do have a fish?
but you have fish.
Let's toss it a fish.
So you toss it a fist. You kind of toss it right in front of it. It kind of skates away, like using its tusks, and then it comes around and picks up the fish, looks back at you, and it kind of looks at you and says, "What languages do you all speak?" Actually,
I speak
Common, dwarf, elvish, goblin.
common and Draenor.
Common and orc.
Give me a second.
Draconic, Elvish, Halfling,
Let's see.
Elvish, Common.
Common. I like
That's a
common.
lot. That's a lot of
It
language.
just speaks common.
I speak a.
I speak every language. I told him that.
What, all of them?
I speak Infernal and
You speak infernal.
Yeah.
Why do you speak infernal?
We did ranger, right?
Okay, I have a question. Does this walrus have anything on this person?
Did we have a ranger?
I don't think so.
And it notices that you threw the fish. And you speak common?
I also
Yeah.
speak
What other languages?
Celestial.
Draconic.
Draconic. And it speaks Draconic, of course.
It's a draconic walrus.
It just speaks Draconic. It's not a Draconic.
Should we just kill it? I think we might just want to kill it.
But it starts talking to you, and it thanks you, and it says, "Thank you, my friend."
Oh, an abyssal.
And if does anyone speak Draconic?
I do.
Yes.
So you all know it. You
yeah,
can
I
understand the. You all understand the conversation.
I say speak all languages.
Pinkie Pie's got it figured out, man. Let's just let her do her thing.
So what do you say?
Friendship is
Thank you.
magic.
Thank you so very much. What brings you to my ice skating ring?
To steal.
Do you ice skate?
I mean, I did.
Go with that. No, go with that.
I don't know. I'm so bad at this. Okay, we need to figure out what door to go in.
Yeah, you gotta ask.
So,
Courtesy of White, a book.
okay.
Like read from my head.
Ask me where the book is.
The book?
What is it?
I don't know much about any book, but I
Courtesy
do
of
know.
Uh-oh.
You know, as it kind of leans in, and the tusks are laying down, and if you know walruses, or picture, let's show
It's
the
like
picture of
stabbing
the
into the
walrus.
eyes.
That is such.
That's
a
the walrus?
What?
We're killing that with fire.
What?
What
I
is
need to
that?
see. Hold on. Let me see.
Such a bad
Let me see. Hold on. Hold
No,
on.
this is such a bad picture. I'll find another one.
No.
I'm not liking how this book did the walrus.
Let me see, bro.
It's very scary. It's very. I'm not happy.
I saw that. Oh my god.
Let me see. Let me see.
Oh my god.
I am the walrus.
The walrus is not
he's
Paul,
cute.
man.
Oh!
He's just big.
Just like a white woman.
He's
Slap it. Can I just
that thing. Kill
I'm
it.
gonna feed it and I'm gonna pay.
I'll give it electric
That's scary.
You could ride it. You could make it your pet.
Sure.
But that's different, though. Because this one, there's a twinkle in its eye, an intelligence behind the eye, where you can recognize that it is not some wild beast. That there's an intelligence behind the eyes, and clearly it's speaking to you in Draconic. Like it has the gift of speech.
I can hear this, right?
Do you speak Draconic?
Yes.
So you are all the way over here, and then which one is Pinkie Pie?
Pinkie Pie's here.
I'm in the very back.
So Pinkie Pie had the fish,
Well,
and she ran up there and fed the fish and engaging in this conversation with the walrus right now.
Maybe what?
Can I engage in the
room our
conversation too?
friend went through? Which door our friend did through?
And then the walrus goes, I don't know anything about that. But the tunnel to the north end. Before the tomb of the Frost Giant Queen, who died before the Frost Maiden took control of the island. And the tunnel to the south leads to a vault where servants of the Frost Maiden store treasures of their faith.
That's a good one. That little thing at the end.
And the wire things are just kind of like going. I mean, Wilfred Brimley. I mean, just imagine him with a huge mustache.
Can we open the door of this house?
Enter the vault. To enter the vault, one must pass 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, but
Not 5.
4.
What about 5?
4
Oh.
Not 17.
tests. Each test reflects on the aspect of the Frost Maiden: cruelty, endurance,
Easy.
isolation,
Easy. Do that every day.
and preservation.
Oh, easy. I preserve myself.
Okay, I'll go.
The
with
tests lie beyond the 4 doors that'll lead away from this room. Narrow archways to the west and east lead to a pair of small chambers as well. And this ice is super, super, super smooth. I'd like everyone to roll a d20. So a d20 is one that looks like this.
Let's go.
Or actually, this is a good one. Here's a d20. I want everyone to roll a d20. And add your... So, for the two of you, what are your dexterity numbers?
The modifier?
I'm like, I have dexterity.
18.
got a +0.
+0, so you're like 10 or 11.
So what do I see?
Perfect. And what's your dexterity?
She's a 13 with a +1.
So that's a +1. You got it. So roll one of these and
7.
add a +1.
I got 7.
Got an 18.
22.
Seven
13,
also.
but don't I get advantage with my summon familiar?
I don't know if you cast that yet. I don't think the party wanted to wait around.
Ah, I got 17.
Looks like I'm stuck at the top there or something.
I got
If you
7.
split the party, that's fine. But what did we all roll?
Dexterity
12,
modifier.
18.
I have a 9 minus 1.
9?
Followed you guys.
That's 8.
7.
7?
Oh wait, I didn't roll.
I have 7 too.
Everyone below a 10, as they kind of come down from the stairs and try to walk out on the ice, slip and falls.
Well,
I'm not even there. How can I slip?
Huh?
You didn't even do it. You didn't even need to do it. You're not
You
even
did not
there.
slip. Okay, you are still.
Isolated.
No one knows where you are.
But can I tell them?
They do know that you came down here.
And lost.
So the party does know.
Should I roll
So
it again?
for those of you who weren't here, what was your character's name?
You didn't slip.
Jerry.
You're good.
Jerry left and split the party. Came down the stairs, adventuring it on his own,
So Jerry.
and hasn't returned since.
Oh, Jerry. Oh,
Classic Jerry. I mean, Jerry. Of course, Jerry's going to do that.
yeah, only Jerry.
So I fall on the ice,
Yes.
suffering the cruelty and ignominy of this
Make it
area,
feel
and I'm
about it.
excited to find the room of cruelty and suffering. Because as you know, that's my total gig.
Okay, hold on.
Emo cruelty.
I'm a servant of Lolth, though.
You want to
so-
suffer with me? You're all in for the cruelty,
Oh,
or do
yeah.
you want enduring? He's either enduring or isolating already. Preservation sounds like a sucker game. That's probably what the elves are all about.
I'm gonna presume
Elves go into preservation.
You're preserving
we go
yourself
into
for marriage.
cruelty, and
You're creeping me out a little bit right now.
So the room.
We're splitting the party, Brian.
The tunnel to the north end, before the tomb of the Frost Giant Queen, who died before the. This English is terrible in this book.
Yes.
No.
I think it got translated from Dwarfish.
Yeah, I think it's Draconic. It's written in Draconic.
Oh, okay, I can read that. Give it.
The tunnel to the north end.
you want meat.
No. No, again, more.
There we go.
What is right here?
So what are we gonna do?
So we need to determine which one's cruelty, which one's endurance, which one's isolation, and which one's preservation.
Can multiple,
So we've already got them written down. So
Well,
we
you do
already
not-
know.
Strictly speaking, you don't know that.
But we can figure that out.
I don't know, can you?
We were here when he figured it out. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So you and I are doing cruelty. Does anyone else want to do cruelty? Your choices are cruelty, endurance, isolation, or preservation.
So you do walk all around. So
Right.
what you do is you walk around each and every one of these, and I'll read it for the people that weren't here.
All right.
Okay.
I remember.
So you do walk around the entire rink right here, and you come to realize that. Where is it? Where's the cruelty? Cruelty is this one. So you walk up to the one for the cruelty, and above the top of the door is cruelty written in common. The next one is endurance, written in common as well. The next one, 19. I think this one is ... You really can't read it. Irvation in common.
Preservation.
And the other one's
Isolation. No, wait.
And the other one's
isolation.
That one sounds really cool.
endurance. And the other one is isolation. Where's the isolation?
This one? Well, I think this one is the pervation one, and this one is this one says pervation. The ... one.
Preservation.
Yes, preservation.
Oh, preservation. Yeah, sorry.
I don't think you actually.
He's got very bad handwriting. You know, it's not a quality all DMs have.
No, it's not.
He's good at voices. I don't know if you heard that walrus voice. That walrus voice was right on the money with the.
We just say what
We're not
So
doing
the
permanent
stairs
voices.
come down there. So let's do it. That's cruelty, privation, isolation, and you actually didn't even find the other one, but this one right here. I'm pretty certain this one right here is
Isolation.
Death.
Yeah.
Or endurance.
We already found them. We already found those two.
Cruelty,
have a
preservation. What's that one?
That one's death.
Isolation.
Oh, that's
Isolation.
isolation. So this one's endurance.
This one's death.
and this is endurance.
What?
So do you know where you're going?
Huh?
Do you know which one you want?
There's
I
a door here.
Past the familiar.
There's
and
a door
I'm trying to
here.
catch up now.
I think endurance is like a fight, so I'm
There's a
gonna go
door
there.
here,
I want to fight something.
and then there's a door here.
What race is Russia?
Reshif is
Emo.
Pallid Elf.
Okay.
No, his verse is emo.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
basically
yes.
emo.
I was just wondering if we were both a drow, but considering you're emo, that means you're a drow at heart.
So the north one is right here.
The drows are more like the goth kids. You know what I'm saying? They've got a little too dark.
Split up.
I'm emo.
I'll take it.
the balanced emo.
Those are good dice.
Yeah,
Did you see those dice?
everything.
Melissa, did you see her dice?
He is like, thank you, and he
blood
skates away.
splatters or something.
Precious, you're like the Buddhist.
And then here's another doorway right here.
My child.
So there's another ginormous doorway right here. There's like a double door.
So that must be the north.
As you can tell from this well-detailed diagram,
excellent mapping, Brian.
It looks.
We need Henry.
So is it? Did he draw another one?
Come back, and I need help drawing maps. It kind of looks like a snowflake. There is a to the north up here. There's an N. To the north up here, there's a door. To the south down there, there's another door. And then kind of coming out there, the northeast, southeast, southwest, all that coming out at this X right here are 4 different chambers as well. And these 4 different chambers around right here are the endurance, isolation, preservation, and cruelty.
All right, so Brian, we're going to split the party through each door.
That's what I was asking. Are we all
How are
going
we gonna
together?
split the
Who
party?
wants endurance? Does anyone want? You want endurance?
Hold on,
You
quick
guys both
I
want endurance. You're going to go endurance. You're going to go endurance.
You just choose.
You and I are going to do cruelty. Are you the one with the clear sword?
Yeah.
You and I are doing cruelty.
I'll do cruelty.
You want to do cruelty with us, Jet? Jet's doing cruelty.
Hey guys.
I'm still up in the.
This is you, so
That's
you're still
right.
upstairs. Oh wait,
Speaking of which,
you might have to go with someone else, Jet. We want to go 2 to a room.
What's that?
How about you and Chad do preservation?
How long did
Chad.
the conversation?
Chad the dad.
Hello, Ted the Dad.
Chat.
What should we do?
How long did it take us to do that?
Sir.
A couple minutes?
Do you want to do preservation?
Yes.
Let's do
I should be done.
preservation.
All right, and that leaves you two.
I'll do isolation.
Are doing isolation. Are you guys comfortable with that? Joy Division, second album,
You're
good.
gonna find this guy.
So everyone goes into each of these things, but it also took you some time to get here, and then you come down. Which character are you?
Are you riding?
You
the
come
bike
down
or
the stairs
are you
right
doing the
now.
Walrus alone?
Okay.
And let's go around the room.
Did I see everyone go in or
No,
Okay.
you did not see. They kind of like talked to them. You started the casting. They kind of went on down, and then I want to go around the room, and let's go around the room.